Good morning, guys. Still running this head cold stuff, so bear with me. But in today's video, I want to talk to you guys about passion and fulfillment. Yesterday, I had a lovely conversation with a couple who were traveling through, stopped at the same hotel that I did, and while I was gorging myself on s'mores, I was sitting there talking to them about essentially what I want to talk to you about today: fulfillment, purpose, and give you a little bit more background as to my story. So let's get started with today's video. If you like my content, you like my videos, you find any value in them, click like, click subscribe, share it to your friends, share it to your parents. Parents love me, so circulate me. All right, so like I said, yesterday I talked to this lovely couple who were traveling through and stopped at the same hotel that I did. And while I was out there eating my s'mores, we started talking about the female in the couple. She could sense just some hint of, I forget how it went, but like when she asked me what I do, or I pretty much said that I've been unemployed for a while now. And she was like, she could just sense there was some maybe background in medicine, let's just call it. And so I told her that I was a physician assistant. And so she is an ICU nurse. And we started talking about this, and I could feel so many similarities between me and her in many different ways. And I don't just mean from the medical field, but this sense of purpose, this sense of identity wrapped up in what you do. And the male in the couple, he is coming out of the military, and he is on the opposite end of the spectrum, which is where I am headed. Or at least that is where I am. I haven't found it yet, but he's more about this sense of purpose. So is she, but in more of an identity sense, this is what I need to do. Whereas he is I want to be fulfilled. I don't care if I'm working, 20 hours a day. If I'm doing what really lights me up, that's what I want to do. He wants to get into construction, and not with a big corporation, but start his own thing and build things that have meaning. And I said, I'm in the same boat. I said I would work 20-hour days in medicine. Well, not really, but between probably a 12-hour day, and then you come home and you chart. Yes, I probably would work close to probably, anyway, it doesn't matter. But they were long days. They were long weeks. And either way, it's I would love to work and do something that lights me up. I said, I would love to work at a bakery, or I always wanted to learn how to be a barista, or do something where I'm making something with my hands. I love little hobby things like making soap or tapping maple trees, and I used to keep bees. I always loved doing that kind of stuff. Homesteading, farmsteading. But either way, I don't know, there's something fulfilling about that to me. And either way, we were talking about this sense of fulfillment. And although she's not there yet, I don't, and the thing is, I say that, and I don't really know if I mean that, almost she needs to come over to our side. And I even said to her last night, like, keep leaning into this. If you're not ready to leave the medical field, maybe you're not supposed to. Maybe obviously the world needs nurses and but also like there may be a path for you in the in the nursing field. So just keep leaning into that. Maybe she's destined to be, the head something or other in in some governmental department, for nursing or something. I have no idea. I'm making this all up because I don't actually know if that exists. But either way, it's like finding what really lights you up. What are you passionate about? And maybe you don't freaking know. Like, I didn't even know. Like, to me, I didn't realize how much, well, first off, I think it's my conditioning that, being in the medical field, for example, and not that it's the medical field, but it's like the sense of I was up here, I was a physician assistant in internal medicine making this amount. And now it's like I'm starting to realize I love baking. I love making sourdough. I love making coffee in the morning. I love, these are things that just kind of like light me up. So from being up here to now, I'm gonna go work at a bakery. There's like some sense of what are people gonna think? And what are you gonna think? That you used to be making this amount and you had this much prestige, and now you're gonna go work at a bakery. So either way, I did say to them, like, what would it look like if everybody pursued their passion? If everybody, and even if, I think I was saying this, even if they don't know what it is, just start leaning into it. Just start going to different classes, or, for some reason I always wanted to go do whatever. I wanted to go ice skate. I wanted to go horseback riding. I don't know why, but who knows? And you start finding what you're passionate about. And what would it look like? I don't even know, because this world functions on people that maybe aren't living in their passion. They're doing things that they're not passionate about, but the world is running. So what would it look like? I don't know, because I think at this point we still need people that, I hate to say it, aren't living their passion. And I even said this to her, because you had two scopes of understanding here. He was wanting to live the most fulfilled version of himself, and whatever that looks like. And she wanted to keep being a nurse. But I said to her, I'm like, what would it look like if you still stayed a nurse? Because there are parts of it that fulfill you, and then also find something on the outside that fulfills you. So it doesn't have to be career, maybe, maybe you make great money and you don't want to give that up, but you also find the things that give you purpose, that on the weekends you go do this thing, or you start taking these classes that, really light you up. And no, it's not going to be the thing that I do. I'm not going to open up a pottery shop or something like that, but boy, I'm going to go do it every week. And I'm making this all up, obviously, but like, what would it look like if we all started pursuing what we're passionate about and what would really light us up? And even if we don't understand what it looks like or why we would want to do that, what if we did and just started, pursuing our happiness, pursuing our total fulfillment? Don't know. So either way, if you like this, comment below what lights you up. I'd love to know, because I'm still trying to figure this out. So either way, I'm gonna get going. I gotta go check out, and I will talk to you guys later.